Welcome to the Dreams by Any Means Motivation Station. I'm your host, Ed Doxson. I want to thank everyone that's been continuing to come back, walk after walk, car ride after car ride, episode after episode. Appreciate you all sticking with the podcast. Hope you've been checking out the latest episode, Therapy for Our People with Dr. Tasha. She's a licensed therapist, psychologist, has really been in the field for 20 plus years, has a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge, and a lot of insight. So that was our latest episode, as we are now here on the second month of May, 2 days in. But just wanted to tap in with you all that this is Mental Health Awareness Month for May. This is a very important month, I think, for myself, those around me, and it's something that I think now is something that is having attention from our community, specifically the African American, those underserved communities, because growing up, you know, when you talked about mental health and therapy and therapists and counseling and all those things, and normally it was something that was kind of out of our tax bracket. It was looked at something that was for the rich. Then also was looked at something that was just for those who, quote unquote, may be weak. You know, for those listening, I'm sure some of you can relate. We came from those families where we were taught to pray about everything, or we were taught to man up or tough it out. Big boys don't cry. Those different type of things that I think over years has just become a natural thing we got accustomed to, where mental health isn't something that we addressed, or we think we're going through a hard time. Oh, we'll get over it. Oh, I'm going to drink and deal with it. Oh, I'm going to smoke and deal with it. Oh, I'm going to go out and party. Oh, I'm going to go out and find these other ways that please me to try to get my mind off of it. But the key word that we're talking about is mental. So you could do a physical activity, you could increase your finances, you could do a zillion things, but mentally it's still going to affect you. And I just want to say, for this month, I just encourage everyone to try to just focus more on their mental health. Focus on what brings you that dopamine feeling, that positive activity that you take part in, or that positive person that you're around. You know, when we talk about mental health, we also got to think about mental health in the sense of those people who that we allow to be in our lives and the ones that we don't allow to be in our lives. That affects our mental health. The things, the people, the places that you interact with daily, weekly, monthly, whatever, it plays a role on your mental health. So people may be thinking, oh, how do I start with this? You know, start with positive activity. But when we talk about mental health, one of the things is, start to go talk to someone. And, I say this at the point of, even if you don't have anything going on, it's good to go take advantage of this, because, I did a counseling session in Towson when I was in grad school, and I was dealing with the death of my cousin. He committed suicide, and, it was free services, as I mentioned in the beginning. We grew up, we just thinking that this is something for rich people or something we'll pay for. So it was a free service on campus. So I was like, hey, why not? Let me go check this out. And her name was Maria, and, Maria, that counseling session, man, it was great for my life. You know what I mean? Because I went in there specifically for something I was dealing with, losing somebody, and then we ended up touching on other topics and things I never knew I probably needed to touch on or examine and talk about to somebody. So that's my advice to you all, is that even if your life is going perfect right now, everything's good. As we know, a storm may be near, a storm may be happening. But even if that's not the case, just going to talk to somebody to talk about things that you may not even know is affecting you and your development and the person that you are, the mother, the father, the son, the friend, the employee that you are, all those type of things. A lot of us have childhood trauma that we've never addressed and never talked about anyone. It could be out of fear. It could be out of, it's just something you try to sweep under the rug. A lot of us have so many things on our plates. We wear many different hats. We may be leading in our households, maybe leading in our communities. Maybe leading in the church, on the job, off the job. You're trying to work out. You're trying to catch power, snowfall. We got all these different things happening. And at the end of the day, no matter who you are, how motivated you are, what you got going on, everybody reached their breaking point. So what we want to do is get into the practices where we prevent those breaking points from happening. And one of the ways to prevent those breaking points from happening is being proactive and prioritizing our mental health, and as well as our physical health. And I bring up physical health because it's a quote that a lot of trainers say, train the mind and the body will follow. And I think that relates to everything, not just in the workout, example of working out, but just in everything in general in life. The more and more you make sure your mental health is, in the right condition, it's going to affect everything else. I'm a prime example of it. If something is mentally bothering me, it affects my entire day, how I move around, all these different type of things. So for the month of May, I'm telling everybody, man, let's just get out here and let's just practice, positive mental health awareness. And also, too, remember, it's not just about you. So you might got a cousin, a brother, a sister, boyfriend, girlfriend, uncle, coworker, whatever, right? If they going through something, try to encourage them to talk to somebody about it, or you just be the ear, or you talk to them about it. Because that's another thing I want to say. It's definitely recommended to get that professional help, but for your mental health, your outlet, your guidance, your coach, your person that you could find in, they don't have to be a person that you gotta, go make an appointment with. It might be someone in your life that you have access to. So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to this month of May. It's been a good year so far. Y'all just been tapping in on these quick little catch-ups. It's been a good year. It's been some challenging times too, but we're gonna get through it all. We're gonna get through it all. We gangster. But nah, for real though. So I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Hustle plus faith equals success. Thank you for tuning into Dreams by Any Means Motivation Station, where hustle plus faith equals success. Stay tuned for the next episode.